In one of my previous videos, I show you how I installed the spotlight from Ikea, which are meant to sit inside a cabinet with glass doors. And I was pretty happy with that result, as you can see here. It's all smiles, but then I get to realize later on that doing it exactly like that is only possible if you have only one row of wall cabinets. If you have two rows of wall cabinets, what we call stack cabinets, you cannot let the wire run out on the top just like that and down on the back. Something needs to be done. Ikea themselves, they put a little conduit in the box and say you can use that one, as you can see in this picture, but I don't think that's it's not a sleek solution. I think it's a kind of a compromise. You have to see that white plastic trim sitting up there in the cabinet, and you are going to see it because we have a glass door, remember. And doing it like you see in this picture that I saw in a kitchen installed by one of my colleagues, I don't think that's a cool way either. So in this video, I will show you how I do it. I'm not going to explain how I put those spotlights inside the cabinet because I showed you that already. What I want to tell you is that what we need to do is we need to find a way to toggle away those wires that comes out on the top of the cabinet, because we don't want them on the inside and they cannot be sitting between the cabinet you're seeing here and the one that are being installed on top of it. Since they are stacked, they are sitting nicely together, those two cabinets. So putting that wire in between there is not an option. No way. So what we want to do is we want to make a groove on top of that cabinet in which the wire can be running. And there's a few ways to do that. As you will see now, I will use my router for that. And if you don't have a router, but you have an oscillating tool, you can use that as well. What you just want to do is make a 1/4 of an inch, or a tiny bit less even, a deep groove on top of the cabinet running from the hole all the way to the back of the cabinet. And in that groove we can put the wires so when the cabinets are sitting on top of each other, they will sit completely flat. Now that the grooves have been made, we can clean up nicely and we can install our lights. And what you'll see we do in the video is that we also want to cut a bit of a notch on the back of the cabinet so that wire can run from the top of the cabinet downwards on the back. And we need to make that notch because there's not enough room between the cabinet and the rail on the wall for that wire to pass through, and we don't want it to be pinched in there. So take your oscillating tool or just a handsaw and make a little notch like you see. And then all you have to do is put in the lights and let the wires run in that groove we just cut around the top of the cabinet, hiding away in that notch. And we give it a bit of a masking tape just to hold it in place until the cabinet has been installed. If your power supply is not sitting in the lower cabinets, like it is in this case, and that's why we want to run the wires downwards, you need to direct that wire towards the power supplies. And but nevertheless, you always want to notch away the back of the cabinet because, as I said, there is no room to pass by at the rail. So either way, bring out the oscillating tool and make a small notch. And when it's all done, the cabinet is ready to be hung on the wall. If you made it this far, I want to thank you. And if you hit the subscribe button right now, I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much.